Om Shri Sai Ram. Let me narrate the story behind Onam, why Onam is celebrated. A long time ago, an Asura king, that is a demon king called Mahabali, ruled Kerala. Mahabali was the grandson of Prahlada. He was a strong and learned king who had lot of knowledge. He was wise, benevolent and judicious ruler, and everyone in the kingdom loved him. Soon his fame as an able king began to spread far and wide. But when he extended his rule to the heavens and the other worlds, the gods felt challenged and began to fear his growing powers. Presuming that he might become overpowerful, Aditi, the mother of Devas, pleaded with Lord Vishnu to do something to Mahabali's powers. Once Mahabali performed a yajna. The name of the yajna was Sarvajit Yajna. On that occasion, he announced his resolve to the people that whoever asked for anything would be granted without any hesitation. Having heard of this promise, Lord Vishnu assumed the form of Vamana, a dwarf Brahmin boy, and came to the place where the yajna was being performed. On seeing Vamana, Emperor Mahabali stood up and extended a reverent welcome to him and made him seated in a proper seat and inquired, "Sir, may I know on what purpose you visited us? What can I do for you?" The young Vamana replied, "O Emperor Bali, I just need 3 footsteps length of land. I don't need anything more." Emperor Mahabali was taken aback and spontaneously agreed to his request, saying, "Oh, is that all? All right, take it." But his preceptor, Shukracharya, warned him against giving what Vamana asked for, because Shukracharya knew who Vamana was and the purpose for which he had come. Mahabali said, "Guruji, the hand of the giver is always on the top and the receiver's is at the bottom." And saying so, he did not accept what Shukracharya had told him. Vamana expanded his stature and with 1 foot he reached over the entire skies. When he set his second step, the entire earth was transcended. He then inquired of Bali, "Where do I put my third step?" Emperor Bali replied, "Swami, you asked for just 3 footsteps of land, but you covered the entire sky and earth with just 2 steps. All my domain is already exhausted. You please bless me by putting your third step on my head." Vamana then placed his foot on Emperor Mahabali's head and sent him down to the Patala. Since Mahabali was attached to his kingdom and his people also loved him a lot, Lord Vishnu granted Mahabali permission to return to his kingdom from Patala once every year to be amidst his people. This day is celebrated as the Onam festival. Onam marks King Mahabali's visit to his people. This 10-day festival is a joyous time for all Malayalis, that is the people who live in Kerala, which is the southern part of India. They welcome their king on this day. Now, what has our dear Swami told with regard to this? Swami has told us many times to shun our anger and ego. Emperor Bali was no doubt a great devotee with humility. However, there was an element of ego in him. God will tolerate anything but not anger and ego. He will not appreciate these qualities. Bhagavan says, Onam means wearing new clothes. But is it enough to wear new clothes? The word vastram not only means clothes but also means the heart. Therefore, the significance of wearing new clothes is that one should make the heart new by getting rid of all bad thoughts and feelings. So, what are the different things that we learn from this story? We get to know that we should not have anger or we should not have ego. King Mahabali made several donations. He never stepped back once he had given the word for donating something. But then he had got a slight amount of ego that he is the giver. We should always remember that we are not the giver. We are mere instruments in Swami's hands, and he is the giver. We also learn that we should surrender to the Lord when we don't know what to do. King Mahabali had no other choice, therefore he finally surrendered. Therefore, we should shun our ego, our anger, and we should just surrender to the Lord. I hope all of you got the significance of the story behind Onam. I wish all of you a very happy Onam. Om Shri Sai Ram.